Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our first ever podcast. I'm Ghadi.
I'm Mark.
Yeah, and well, today we're just talking about cars. هيدا أول بودكاست بس عن السيارات بلبنان وباللبناني وعلى اللبناني و you're not gonna say anything?
وبلبنان.
وبلبنان. That's a good ending صراحة.
Yeah.
Fire introduction.
I don't think you introduced the first section.
Yeah.
The Trinity section. So you have to kind of flow into it.
Okay, no, we'll introduce it. Gabby's right. اليوم, today's topic is going to be about Mark getting a
BBL.
okay, BBL Jizzy.
Oh.
BBL Jizzy.
We're not putting that part in.
Metro.
أكيد شيء booming.
Okay, guys, من الآخر حنبلش أول شيء ب the Holy Trinity, which is very exciting to talk about. F80, W1, and the third car that we think should be part of the Holy Trinity. تاني topic.
لا زين بشيل منك أنا مش عارف شو عم نعمل.
Bro, أكيد عم نصور.
Sorry, I fucking zoned this shit out.
Okay, خلينا نكفي. After that رح نحكي عن Lamborghini, about their old and new cars, and then finally the elephant in the room. Everybody knows what the car is.
The elephant-sized.
weighted
car.
And then after that we have a pit stop challenge, which we trying to guess stuff. وآخر شيء مفروض we're going to be rating your shit cars. By the way, shameless plug, MCR merch. You know what it is.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Okay, MCR merch soon back in stock. So the main topic اللي بدنا نحكي عنه اليوم هو ال Holy Trinity يلي we all remembered back in 2012-13 when all very three important cars launched بنفس الوقت, and now we're considering three really nice hypercars, the Ferrari F80, the McLaren W1, and to us we consider the AMG one to be the third part of the Holy Trinity because Porsche for the first time is not inside here.
Like, honestly, I think it's a bit sad.
It is.
No, we're used to seeing the Porsches and all of the old ones, يعني Carrera GT, but now they don't have anything out yet.
Like هي الفكرة إنه كانوا بلشوا يحكوا عن الميشن X to be part of it, but the Mission X is electric, and I have to mention هلا later on رح نحكي عن Mission X because I read a very nice article about it, and if it will actually exist, لأنه a lot of people are saying إنه the Mission X might not make it into production. The main topic of why they exist, why these hypercars أصلا exist to start with. Starting with the F80, لأنه the F80 at Ferrari, it joined the big five, now it's the big six, right?
For sure, yeah.
The F80 is supposed to be the best technology at Ferrari. So everything that هن بيعتبروه has to be in their cars, technological advancements, and all the R&D is being put in this hypercar. Into, when you first look at it, what do you think?
Horrible.
It's horrible. Why?
Why? أول شيء the black on the grill.
Yeah.
The hood. I hate that.
It's disgusting. وحطوه على الدوديتشي cylindri. I hated it when it first came out هونيك. وهلا I'm like in the F80. I'm like, guys, who thinks this is a good design?
Why? Have you seen renders عليها?
Yes. It still doesn't look that good.
Okay, بس أحلى.
For me, the reason why I don't like the F80 as a car because the cons outweigh the pros. So we can start with the looks.
Exactly, the looks, the horrible front end.
There is no oof factor in it. There is no wow. Okay, you look at this car like, okay, it is a normal looking car. And حتى as we look at more pictures of it.
It doesn't pop as much as you'd want a Ferrari to.
Yeah, not like the LaFerrari.
Yeah, La Ferrari, even the older ones.
Yeah.
Enzo, F40, whatever.
Yeah.
They just have a better, what do you call it? Presence.
Definitely. I was looking for it, the presence of it. Like, I've seen like videos of it ماشي بمارانيلو وعم بيسوقوا on track وهيك. It looks like a nice car, especially إذا بتطلع من ورا. The design from the back is very nice, and we look at the front and the back at the same time. كتير بتشبه ال F40. خصوصا من القدوة من قدام. It gives off F40.
Yeah, it has a bit of F40 vibes going.
Especially كمان as you look at the wing, how it opens up, its active aerodynamics. But I think the main elephant in the room would be
the engine from the Le Mans series.
It is. I think the car lost its presence, as you said, its charm. Best they put in a V6.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants the hypercars to be the ultimate versions of cars.
Yeah, like
بالنسبة
I
لنا
have a V6. Come on, man.
Exactly.
Okay, but like the sound. At the end of the day, when you're driving a car, the sound is something that's very important to you. That it's engaging. مثلا, I'll give you an example. تتذكر فيديو ال SVJ تبعك?
Yeah.
When you were like upshifting and going crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Mute the video and watch it again. You'd look stupid.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have the same. هيدا أنت شكلك when you're upshifting, you're going like. You know?
Yeah.
You're not gonna have the same facial expression from this, and you don't have the sound that's going through your ears.
If this were a V12, would you like this car more?
أكيد, bro. As you remove the black piece that's on the front,
Yeah.
or you put a V12 in it, Okay, keep the hybrid. I don't mind it.
Me neither.
But just that black piece على the front end بين the headlights والengine, it's just a turn off.
Look at it, the more you look at it, it is a very interesting design car. Like the Senna, بتتذكر McLaren Senna when it first came out?
Yeah, I was like, what the...
Yeah, but to this day, I still think the Senna isn't very beautiful, but it served its purpose and it fits ضمن the McLaren design language at some point. They're trying to divert their design language into something that they're shoving it down our throat. You know what?
Yeah.
Listen, guys, this is how Ferrari cars will look like, and we don't want this. Bring us back Pininfarina designs. You know how much I love the F12. The F12 بالنسبة لي أحلى سيارة انعملت.
It's a really good car.
I love it. I love everything about it. And when I drove it, it just خلاص, you know what? هيدي السيارة سيارة أحلامي. بس the Pininfarina design is so well. كلها سيارة على بعضها. بتحس the design from the front and the back, it flows smoothly. Now you look at this thing and you're like, nothing flows inside. Nothing flows with the design. حتى مثلا the 12 cylindri 296 GTB is growing on me, بس
not really.
عرفت؟ And we all looking at Ferraris. قبل كنت you look at the F12, you look at the A12, you look at the 458, 488.
Beautiful cars.
Exactly. خلاص, you know that Ferrari are going to make a beautiful car. مثل Aston Martin. Aston Martin have never made an ugly car.
مظبوط.
Name one ugly Aston Martin car. You can't.
The tiny one.
Oh yeah, what is it called? Signet.
Smart for two.
Yeah, that's a piece of shit. Okay, is that the V6 is here for a reason. غير emissions, because انت you know Euro emissions كتير عم بيزيدوا, and
ruining cars.
Yeah. They're ruining cars, the sound and everything. وحتى there are a lot of consequences هلا حنشوفها بالsports cars, because يمكن eventually ما حيعودوا يقدروا يعملوا hypercars unless it is electric, لأنه they cannot put a V12 in it. Manufacturers depend, يعني إذا شركة عم تصنع أقل من 1000 unit per year, they have certain regulations different than as you produce between 30,000 and 100,000 cars. So the V6 from مثل ما قلت the Le Mans development and the F1 development, obviously they're all V6s, and all the racing حتى بالGT cars. So ما كل هالمسار اللي عم تحطها development for these races, it doesn't make any sense not to put it.
No, you might as well. يعني هيك you already did all the R&D. Just
Exactly.
throw it in there.
Yeah.
There's two things. Even though I hate the V6, I need to
Yeah.
say, it's more efficient. It's more lightweight than a V12.
Exactly. They're making more power out
smaller.
of... Exactly.
And the turbos make up for the lack of displacement, and it's only a 3 liter.
Yeah, it is. Obviously, this is going to set the benchmark for other Ferrari vehicles, which comes to the interior. لأنه as I look at it, they brought back physical buttons on the steering wheel, bro. I used to hate on the 296, remember?
Yeah.
The touch stuff.
Horrible.
Bro, they're horrible. I don't know why Ferrari put that shit in. Obviously, they're all using the square steering wheel. Is all hazard.
I mean, it's okay, I guess.
I think it's cool.
It's for racing purposes, so you can have a...
Yeah. What do you think of the fact that we have a 1+ seater inside the F80?
I don't care about my passengers much.
Yeah.
Especially as you have bucket seats. Then here's the thing. As a driver, you have bucket seats, you don't care. But since you're a passenger, كل مرة بده يقعدوا.
That's true.
ومدري شو, oh my god, they start complaining.
Yeah.
بيقعد معك and he starts like, bro, I don't fit in these seats. Why are they so tight? بس هون خلص إنه واسعة. You can just sit.
باين sofa, bro, هون.
Yeah, you can just throw anyone in there.
But why is it black?
Maybe it's there to like...
accentuate the driver.
Exactly. I know this is a driver's car. This is not for you to have a passenger.
Yeah,
This is a car made for the track.
I like the interior. I like it a lot.
I like it. It's very driver focused. لاحظت what do you call them? The buttons بالنص. They're turned towards the driver.
المشكلة هي بس إنه everything else looks weird. Everything else doesn't have the oof factor. But what has an oof factor بالنسبة ل everybody, I think I've heard on the internet هلا, is this car.
SP3.
The SP3 Daytona. This car, everybody thought it was going to be the LaFerrari replacement. One, because it has a V12, but it's not, sadly. It's part of Ferrari's, the LaFerrari or the F80 are part of the supercar series. This is the Icona series. So along with the SP1 and SP2 and the SP3 now. What do you think of the design?
I like the front, I hate the rear.
Why?
But it looks like someone just wrote a paragraph ورا.
I saw somebody say that it looks like a fridge from the back, like a radiator.
Like maybe, كمان.
But did you see the concept on the side? I forgot what the concept is. I'm going to write it somewhere. But this is a Pininfarina concept back in the 1930s.
Okay.
So they took a lot of that design and put it on this car.
Yeah, but like the lines, do they even serve a purpose? Or they're just there for looks?
You know that the lights have a pop-up design to them? And all the lights have an eyelids, which I think is super cool. Bro, ما بعرف, the car just has a, you feel something towards the car.
Yeah. أكتر من الأفايتي بكتير.
Do you think it's underrated?
ما في كتير ناس بيعرفوا فيها.
Yeah.
I guess.
More people are talking about it لأنه نزلت
الأفايتي. Yeah, exactly. يعني أنا honestly, literally ما كنت أعرف إنه this thing existed.
See?
until people started talking about the F80. I went through the comment section.
Yeah.
شفت إنه everyone's like, oh, لا, the SP3 is better, SP3 is better.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck's an SP3?
As a car enthusiast, I'd like to see hypercars. مثل إذا بدك they defy everything you know about cars. The F80 is just that, okay, it obviously defies it in terms of aerodynamics, power, it's crazy power وهيك.
Okay, technology is great, but no.
بس إنه it just
Emotionless.
lacks the emotion. I think our coffee has just arrived.
Thank you.
Thank you, my guy.
First try.
Cheers to the LaFerrari, bro.
Oh, this is good.
Cookies and cream and clutch and carb. This is very good. Thank you, guys. Holy Trinity. We can't not mention the McLaren W1. شو رأيك?
It's my favorite from the three.
Really?
No, it looks the closest to the old ones.
Yeah. Bro, I love the gullwing doors. I'm so happy. Like, they brought back gullwing doors. شو رأيك بالfront end?
P1 looks better.
Yeah.
The P1 smiley face. Hey,
Exactly.
It's just aggressive.
It's cute.
Yeah.
This doesn't have the McLaren touch, Pes. In the lights, I feel like they could have done something different with the lights for it to look more McLaren-y.
That era of headlights, يعني 720S,
570S,
570S,
675 LT.
675.
Eh,
The headlights just look more timeless.
I agree. Bro, the P1 قد ايه عمرها صار السيارة 10 years.
Like as اليوم نزلوا ال P1, I would have thought it was
Literally everybody like the Holy Trinity, the old one. هلا
Timeless.
literally وحتى they use the hybrid technology that they're using now.
advanced first.
قبل عصرها exactly. I love it in another spec and it's giving me a bit of Bugatti إذا ملاحظ من فوق.
Yeah.
لاحظت? With
Yeah, I can see
the
it.
mini sunroofs on the top. I actually love the way it looks. From the back,
P1 looks better in my opinion.
Yeah.
Holy, the taillights with the lines. I love those.
it does have a bit of the P1 من ورا.
It does have a bit, which is why I like it the most out of the three.
The interior is nice. I like that they did not compromise on screen. Because a Ferrari, I don't know why they think their infotainment system is so good من قدام that you don't even need the screen on the side.
Yeah.
أنا بالنسبة لي the Ferrari infotainment system is one of the worst systems I've ever used بحياتي لأنه it's so slow. غير إنه you're using the touch sensitive buttons. هلا obviously they fixed it on the F80 with the new generations. بس
Because you can't like touch through it because you have to go through
bro
the steering
أنت
wheel.
ما عم تفهم قديش بطيء. يعني أنا مثلا بكون عم غير AC, you swipe and it's like بعدين you swipe then after like 3 seconds later then it swipes لما خلص bro خلص بتعرف شو بكون أنا متت شوبت طلعت من السيارة. I don't want to use this anymore.
Yeah, just fuck it.
I don't know why it's so slow. Ferrari, they have the best technology, the one of the richest companies in the world, the oldest companies. Why are you using the shittiest system? Bro, get a Chinese screen, make it work. I don't know. So McLaren infotainment system is really nice. وحتى the pedals. Do you like the pedals like upshift to downshift at the same time?
Yeah, like, I like that. لأنه this is gonna sound a bit funny, but for the guys that like to like صوروا بإيد and like upshift and downshift بتين إيد, having the ability to like بزيت الإيد.
Or
do,
you have,
like,
for example,
upshifts.
you have a passenger princess, you want your right hand to be somewhere else.
مثلا like when I drive like sportier cars
Yeah.
with like paddle shifts, I hate keeping it in auto.
Same. Do you like column mounted or steering?
Steering mounted.
Yeah. Oh, you're one of those weirdos.
Yeah.
Like I think it depends on the car, but having like a V12, F12, and then so you have to like you're going around the corner, just you know where the paddles are.
Yeah.
Sometimes you lose
that's
them.
the problem. That's the problem. Is that they're on the steering wheel, and
You
as
lose
like
them.
you turn around, but like you want to upshift and then بتضيع and you
صح.
downshift بالغلط. Now
صح.
you're now you're in the dirt. ومشقف سيارتك.
So McLaren F1, McLaren P1, McLaren W1. I love the namings, by the way. I actually like the F80 name. F80 is a very cool name. I forgot to mention it. What are you choosing between all three?
P1.
P1. كلنا بلشنا نحب السيارات when the Holy Trinity was out. This is why it's such an important topic to talk about لأنه LaFerrari P1 918 Spider is just such a huge an era of cars that I don't think will be ever recreated for the sole reason of emission regulations, downsizing, and all this bullshit designs that they're doing.
Yeah. And I like W1 still has a twin turbo V8.
Exactly. The McLaren W1 is pushing the most power. So we're putting out 1,275 PS. I like to use PS and not HP because this is metric and this is mechanical horsepower.
I know.
PS is always more accurate and this is what most companies are using. So it's usually a bit more than horsepower. And then we have 1,340 Newton meters of torque.
That's a lot of torque.
And it's rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, it's the only one from the.
That's crazy. I know
from
this
the new
rear-wheel drive,
ones.
bro. Imagine like you have that much power in rear-wheel drive. Like you have a lot of traction control systems that help you. But لهلا the F80 has the best 0 to 100. It does it in 2.1.
It's E4 wheel drive.
Yeah, it is.
So
You have
the engine drives the rear the electric motor drives the front
Yeah.
wheels.
وهلا نوصل على سيارة أنا I've spent a lot of time with بدبي. I filmed كذا video and they did amazing by the way on Instagram. They got millions and millions of views.
As you should.
And that's the AMG 1. Okay, AMG 1 نحن حاطينها بالهولي ترينيتي لأنه is there anything else we can put in?
So I was looking online about the new Trinities. في ناس عم يحطوا ريماك نيفيرا
Remats, yeah.
ريماتس
بس إنه it's fully electric.
Aston Martin Valkyrie
Yeah, the Valkyrie is a good option.
I think it was also the Jesko.
Like Koenigsegg has always been a bit ما بعرف in a different league than these cars. I think this is why they didn't consider it بالهولي Trinity. The Valkyrie is a bit too extreme.
Yeah, I think so too. مش هيك I was like I
Yeah,
don't think so.
even though this is basically an F1 car with a road legal body and whatever, I think it looks the best بين كل الثلاثة. I love the way it looks.
أنا كمان.
The AMG
Especially
1
the rear end. Even though like as a wing نازل
Yeah.
I don't really like it that much.
Okay.
بس يفتح الوينج it
with
looks
DRS
beautiful.
as well.
Especially on the fenders.
Yeah.
هول
إذا you watch my video on Instagram bro the flaps بيفتحوا إن كتير يعني إذا بتحط إصبعك بتقش لك إيه يعني
Wow.
بتك بتطلع
and they
بتنزل.
slap down مش بس إنه
They
بتنزل.
do, they do.
يعني I remember سمعتني صوتها it goes like
Exactly. So the AMG 1 has a lot of problems mechanically and you have to change the engine كل 50,000 كيلومتر. So
كسرة.
this is an F1 engine and it sounds so loud. أكيد it sounds like 10 times louder than an F80. So AMG 1 275 units, McLaren W1 399 units and the F80 799 units. So they made more Ferraris and obviously they're all spoken for. Everything is sold. This car is worth at what تصورتها ب Pupil of Fate it's around $5 million.
Wow.
So obviously they're asking more than the actual sticker price.
قد إيه كان MSRP؟ أنا حاطط 2.8 million.
Yeah. So this is basically an F1 derived car, full F1. هوليك السيارات انه obviously the twin turbo V8 and the McLaren is the engine that they've been using in a lot of their cars وحطوها بال W1 with hybrid powertrain. But this is a full F1 vehicle. مشان هيك it was supposed to be released a few years back. So هيدا التأخير obviously ما كان قصد بس it falls right into play with the F80 and the W1. So we can consider it as the Holy Trinity.
Of the current era. Unless مثلا Porsche does something crazy. أو
Speaking of Porsche, I was watching a video and the Mission X obviously is a fully electric hypercar. وبلشوا يسألوا الناس guys انتوا ناويين مستعدين تدفعوا حق Mission X that much money because they're asking so much. It's pretty expensive. I have a few friends that own Porsches. They got sent emails. They called them. They were like, if we make something like this, would you buy it? People said, no, we don't want your piece of shit electric hypercar. So now, يمكن they won't produce it. I believe that they won't produce it. There are no zero demand. And is it really time for an electric hypercar? Okay, I know for the Rimats and what
wasn't
other car? The Pininfarina
Rimats?
car. Rimats, yeah.
Rimats.
Yeah.
Wasn't Rimats talking they might not make the next car as a full electric?
Bala, they were talking about it's a joint venture مع Bugatti.
Exactly. So like they might do a hybrid next. يعني حتى Nevera, which is the full electric one, might they're gonna stop production
Exactly.
ويعملوا a hybrid
Exactly.
instead.
I think it's not fun.
You don't get sound.
You want the sound. You want an electric car, get the $30,000 whatever, Prius. I don't know.
Exactly.
If you had to choose one car from the new and one car from the old.
From the new مش عم بعرف إذا بدي W1 أو AMG 1.
Yeah. V8.
Yeah, I know, but it makes up for it with the looks. I don't think the F80 makes up for the V6 with the looks.
It definitely doesn't.
Definitely doesn't.
But the AMG 1 makes less power and it weighs so much more. You know how much the AMG 1 weighs? It's 1,770 kilograms. That's almost as much as my Tacoma, which is a lot of fucking kilos. Best is that you go down to the W1, it's 1.4 tons. So you have 300 kilos أقل. I love the W1, بس لأنه I experienced the AMG 1 and it's such a very nice car with the aerodynamics. I think I'd go AMG 1.
Man, the V8. I think I'll go with W1
Yeah.
instead.
It's a good choice, Raha W1.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with the V8.
I feel like they're both good options. I feel like either is good. It's just as long as مش F80.
As long as the F80 is out of the question. I think we're going to get sued by Ferrari, I'm pretty
I
sure,
hope
bro.
not.
Old Holy Trinity. The only right answer would be
P1.
La Ferrari. What the fuck? A P1?
P1.
Are you serious?
P1.
Respect to the P1. I'm joking. I love each one of these cars, best no.
Like the LaFerrari looks good.
The LaFerrari is everything, bro. This is the definition of a hypercar. Is like حدا بيقول لي فرجيني hypercar, I show him LaFerrari. like end story. ما فيك تقول لي إنه LaFerrari the looks, the front end, it's a beautiful looking machine. The doors, the rear end, how huge it is. The V12, you have a fucking V8 in your piece of shit.
Okay, but I got turbos.
Fuck that. Naturally aspirated for life.
Like, true.
And it's the same engine اللي أنا سقته بالF12. So I know, I love that engine. I love that powertrain. And I still believe to this day, it is one of the best powertrains to ever exist. The 6.3/6.5 that's improved on the 812. Naturally aspirated V12. Name 3 things you think P1 is better than the LAF.
Looks.
Looks.
Oh, لا rear end مش looks. The front end تبع LaFerrari looks really nice. But I think the rear end على P1.
Yeah.
I know, I just love the wing.
Okay. Second.
Yeah, there isn't much.
Damn. Okay. And like, you know, with cars, I feel like it's about emotions. What you feel towards the car.
Yeah.
You don't have to prove. Like, it's like a love relationship.
Exactly.
You can't say why you love that person. You just
Yeah.
love them.
Exactly.
Okay. Like, I've reviewed the P1. I haven't driven it. It's such a small car, by the way.
Yeah.
كتير صغير السيارة.
Have you seen the Bugatti Chiron? It's tiny.
It is. It is.
It's tiny. On pictures, but through videos, it's like, it looks like a huge car. But
Yeah.
then you look at it, it's like, this is it.
Yeah.
Mazda Miata.
It's a Mazda Miata. By the way, isn't anybody surprised that Lamborghini is never in the Holy Trinity?
Yeah, I was going to ask you that question, actually. But you
Yeah.
asked it first.
Okay, G, you can ask it again.
Okay.
Yeah, ask it again.
Okay. Like, Ghali, did you notice إنه Lamborghini was never part of the Trinity? Ever?
Lamborghini, I feel على طول اتجاههم غير, and it's not that big of a company. And then they make 3 cars. They make the Urus,
Half make the Urus.
the Aventador/Revuelto now, and then the Huracan/Temerario now. بالنسبة لإلي, the most beautiful Aventador was the first one that launched back in, was it 2011? The orange spec, عرفت كانت هيدي the very basic spec. I used to love that car. And to this day, I'm like, this is such a clean looking vehicle. The Revuelto is a very beautiful car. And the more you look at it, you'd appreciate a lot of its features. Driving feel, أكيد the SVJ is more raw. You've got a single clutch, which أول ما سقت I drove an Ultimate and I thought, the single clutch is ass. I don't want to drive it again. I want a dual clutch fast gearbox. بس رجعت سقت ال SVJ, you appreciate هيدا بتشبق راسك, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy power. I prefer like a smooth dual clutch. So when I drove the Revuelto, you still had the same. You have the same V12. Obviously, it doesn't sound as good, but you have a V12, and the shifts are so fast. But it still has this push to it.
That's what I like.
Oh, it's so good.
Like, it lets you know, إنه, hey, I shifted the gear.
Yeah.
بس إنه مش I shifted the gear.
Just go. I feel as like you put an exhaust on it, like the Gintani exhaust they're putting on the Revuelto.
Gintani or Gintani?
Apparently, it's Gintani.
Really?
The owner طلع بالسيارة هذيك المرة, you want to hear that Gintani power? I'm like, is it Gintani or Gintani, buddy? So I'm calling it Gintani now.
Okay. Gintani it is.
And I feel this car deserves a bit more praise. تنشوف هلا بكرة how they're gonna do the more extreme versions.
So you think they'll make like an SV or SVJ version of it?
Most likely.
But what would you change? And would you just like add a wing, add more? There's already air on it. There's already good engine in it. There's already everything. And then what more could you add
Well,
to
the
it?
rear end is a bit softer. You can't add a big wing to it.
Exactly.
It's a softer end. What's not soft, أنا بالنسبة لي, I think, is the new Temerario. That thing looks badass. Lamborghini Huracan is obviously an iconic car. We both have a very soft spot for it. Temerario اجت غيرت كتير قصص. Powertrain, which everybody loved. The looks. This doesn't look very Lamborghini-esque. بس إنه بذكر their new design language. And they have, for the first time ever,
A hybrid system?
yeah, exactly. They have a hybrid system in that car. It's adding so much weight now.
Yeah.
And
We love heavy cars.
we hate heavy cars, bro. It's like almost 200. No, it's like 150 kilograms heavier than the Huracan. It is faster by 0.2 seconds, so it's at 2.7 seconds to 100 kilometers an hour. And we have active aerodynamics, and we have 3 new displays inside, so more tech. I don't mind displays, to be honest, when it's a car that's not very focused on the screens. Yeah, when they don't make it a point on, okay, all you have is screens.
Yeah.
But I'd like to have that extra added connectivity.
Just give me a couple buttons. I'm not asking for much. يعني. Just give me like fan control and just like
Volume knob.
Volume knob. Heated seats, fine, just put it on the screen. I don't care.
But the companies, what they're doing, عم بيشيلوا الvolume knob in the center
buttons.
وعم بيحطوها بالسكرين. Dude, how stupid is that? أنا بدي أعلي so I have to go through the screen, نزل whatever top, and then أعلل. Instead of using your phone, بدك نزل every time the control center تتعلي the volume. Some cars have physical buttons inside, but they're for defrost. They're for things you don't actively use every day. So أنا volume knob I use it every day. The climate control, the fan speed is I think the most usable thing.
fan speed what do you call it temperature.
Temperature. They remove everything. بيحطوا له defrost ككبسة. And then, who the fuck uses defrost? What do you think of the back? It looks weird. It looks like a GTA car.
It does. Zentorno vibes.
Yeah, عن جد it does.
I prefer taillights على الهuracan. بس like the rest of it يعني مثلا exhaust, the lines, it looks nice.
Yeah, it's a well-designed car.
It's a well-designed car. Like before we move on, can we just talk about the fact إنه صارت V8 with a twin turbo
مظبوط.
and a hybrid system. هلا hybrid I don't mind بس إنه why the V8? تتخيل يعني do you remember الهuracan how beautiful it sounds.
You can hear it from إذا هلا بحط لك هوراكان قطعة بعيدة عنك كيلومتر حتسمع حط لها هوراكان.
Yeah.
يعني anybody can say إنه this is a V10.
Yeah. بس هلا they give you a V8.
Like منيح it's not a V6.
Yeah.
Thank God it's not a V6.
Thank God.
بس إنه
Ferrari take notes.
what happened to LFA style Yamaha designed exhausts, bro?
My favorite.
V8 is it the same V8 as the Urus?
Urus,
Oh yeah,
yes.
it's the same one. Same
It's,
unit. But with a hybrid powertrain.
I think it's the same block, but they changed the internals so it can rev higher.
Yeah. So Huracan over Temerario any day.
Yeah. Revuelto over Aventador.
I'd say Revuelto. It's more comfortable, it's more refined. It's just an overall better car.
Add a Gintani.
Gintani exhaust and we said G. Okay. في شيء عم احكي عنه لأنه the internet is going crazy now. And it's a car that is very heavy. Can you guess what it is?
I'm guessing it's a BMW. And its name starts with an M, ends with a 5.
Yeah, exactly. How did you guess that?
I don't know.
It's obviously one of the heaviest cars on the market right now. But for some reason, it has grown on me so much. These pictures that we're seeing on the screen, and especially the touring, oh my God, it looks good.
When it's a wagon, I think it's fine.
Bro, it's so nice. Well, the yellow color looks very cool.
The yellow really pops.
وإذا بتلاحظ السيارة looks a lot like an E60 يعني especially from the lights. Don't you think so?
Yeah, like I didn't see it before, but هلا when I'm looking at it, like the way the hood sits up.
I think it works better than the E60. I never thought the E60 to be a beautiful looking car, but we have to respect it because of the V10.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying when they're driving this car, it feels very fucking heavy.
2.5 tons.
2.5 tons.
That's a shit ton.
That's almost as that Rolls Royce behind you, bro. I'm pretty sure that is lighter.
I'm pretty sure the Rolls Royce is lighter.
Can you imagine like this car going 3.5 seconds to 100 kilometers an hour? And you know what's funny? It's slower than the previous generation. The previous generation did 3.3 seconds. This does 3.5.
You're joking.
Bro, they made the car slower and heavier.
Keith, ليه?
I don't know.
That's stupid.
I know. 727 PS or 1,000 Newton meters of torque.
You can't get over the weight.
M cars are supposed to be lighter weight. M cars are supposed to be fun cars to drive.
Slidey.
Okay, obviously they not put it on the M3. M5 is huge.
Like I hope بيصير فيهم مثل ما صار Mercedes.
Yeah.
When they did the hybrid C63 with a 4-cylinder and everyone went crazy. And هلا they're saying in 2026
They want to put back in the V8.
they want to put the V8 back. I hope بيلاقوا طريقة to like make it a lot lighter, يخففوا the hybrid system and just be like, you know what?
I think they'll do that and sell it to you under an M5 CS badge, and then you have to pay
A blend.
more.
I mean, I'm not gonna pay for it myself, but I feel like the community or the people who would buy this would rather have a lighter car with a bit less battery مثلا.
But another thing I see it, نحن as we go back, for example, from M5 to M5 competition, M5 CS on the F90. Every iteration was improvement on the before. So M5 competition is faster than the normal M5, which is lighter weight and blah, blah, blah. And then after the M5 CS, we should get a new M5, which is the same level as the M5 CS. And then you go back even further with the competition and CS. Hala, what they did is بدك طلعوا بال M5 CS and then they went back down with the new M5, the G90. So it wasn't a step forward, it was a step back. So I love the way it looks, especially in the wagon form.
Like the back road is really nice.
It's such a nice car. وما بعرف ليش في videos like exhaust system sounds very ass. Some of them sounds good. يعني إذا بتروح على كريم فخري, he drove this car recently. Shout out to this guy. He drove this car and it sounds so nice in his video. I'm like, you know what? It's just gonna be another fat car that I wouldn't really like driving. I would go for an M3 or an M4. I would say I'm a bit disappointed in this car.
I'm very disappointed. مش a bit. I'm very disappointed.
It's a plug-in hybrid as well. So you're gonna plug in your M5 when you go back home. What are you, a Prius?
Like when you're making a hybrid, you might as well just add me the plug.
يمكن it saves a bit of weight لأنه لو حطوا like a full hybrid system that recharges itself يعطيك العافية. That's like 2.7 tons, bro. We are going to jump now into a very nice segment which is called the Pit Stop Challenge. We are going to guess exhaust sounds. I've prepared for you 3 sounds and you prepared for me 3 sounds. Whoever loses is going to pay for our cookies and cream.
It's actually tastes really good.
Ready? There you go. Bro, it's so easy. Come on, bro.
Wait, okay, تدويرها بعرفها. It's not a Lambo.
No.
It's a Ferrari.
Tell me what engine is this?
It's a V12.
Wrong. It's high revving. It's not a V12. What is it?
What the fuck is high?
He's putting you up. He's putting up fingers.
It's
bro.
a V10.
It's a fucking V10 G. Yeah.
What fucking car is this, man?
Dude, it's a CGT. Oh my, bro. You fumble that, bro. Oh. One of the best sounding cars ever, bro. So I'm thinking. Second one. That's the same Okay. Hey, this is a limiter that signifies one car, one brand قصدي.
Lambo.
Bro,
بروح كتير مالي فيها.
how is this a Lambo, bro? This is not a V12.
What the fuck has it? ثانية.
What? Dude, if you say that wrong, I'm gonna be so pissed.
I'm gonna be. Yeah, I am saying it wrong. Tell me it's a Ferrari.
Bravo, great. Okay, it is a Ferrari. Which Ferrari? Is this a V8 or a V12?
8.
Great. So you're almost there.
Yeah. Sure, is it like
It's
a
a-
488?
Sure?
488.
488 what?
Pista?
You got it right. You got it right. Let's go. Okay,
I
bravo.
got one.
One
Fucking
right. Okay.
Finally.
Guys, as you're watching this, please put it in the comments, okay? Bro, this is like the easiest sound you can ever hear بكل حياتك.
I'm gonna shoot myself up.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot your ass, bro.
It's a flat crank V10, V8. Flat. Is it a V10?
Okay, I'm gonna
Is
say
it
it.
V6? 296?
Dude, I was no.
Is it a?
كيف 296
Is it
bro?
لا I'm just-
ليك هذا التاني bro,
لا,
guys.
it's a,
What?
is it a?
Okay, like هسمعك اياها one last time.
لا تقول لك let me tell you my train of thought.
Okay.
Aventador V12 revs higher. ما تقول لي Temerario. Now what the fuck is that?
This is a V12 Ferrari G. I'm so disappointed. But you know what? It's okay. I'm disappointed in you, Gabby. Hey, Porsche, bro. What kind of Porsche sounds like this, bro? What is wrong with you, man?
ما حدا صاب شيء. Can I tell you something?
What?
I'm more of a JDM fanboy. You're giving me a fucking Italian pieces of machinery.
Next time, حط لك
Pieces of
fucking
machinery.
R34 GTR. Come on.
Oof.
All right, bro. I'm ready. All ears.
You're gonna listen to it and you're gonna know it in like 2 fucking seconds.
That's an inline 6. Oh, that's a BMW. That's an M2. Oh yeah.
Shit, I told you.
Bro, we need an M2.
I love that.
We need to review an M2
need
together,
one.
bro.
I need one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got the first one.
Oh, that's a Ferrari V12. That's a Ferrari V12. That's an F12 or an A12 or or La Ferrari. This is the Piccolo V12. This is a 296 GTB. This is the V6.
He's wrong. You're wrong. Wrong.
No, I know what it is. It's the Puro Sangue. It's the V12 of the Puro
It's
Sangue.
a puro sangue, bro.
Yeah.
You know وليه حطيتها? Because I want to talk about the fact no, a family SUV has a V12 that sounds chef's kiss. The F80 has a piece of shit twin turbo V6. ليه?
I don't know, bro.
Why does the family SUV?
Okay, we know why, but no,
Okay,
we still
بس-
have to rant.
بس إنه the family SUV sounds better than the sports car.
Yeah.
So this is the one اللي عملت لك إياها that I told you is going to be a bit of a
Yeah.
curveball.
Yeah.
So it might confuse you.
Okay. Oh, I already. Oh. No.
Is this enough? Do I just replay
No,
this section?
play it again. Nick, it sounds like a Ferrari, but Ferrari doesn't shift gears that way, so it's not a Ferrari. Oh, that sounds so good. Nick, is it wrong if I say it's a Corvette Z06?
It is.
The C8?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
It is.
Like it's American, bro.
I know.
That was a good one. Cheers to that, bro.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. My favorite section of this podcast هو roast my car.
We're gonna roast your cars. Okay? We're gonna you guys sent us your cars. We're gonna say they either look like shit or they look good.
أنا نزلت ستوري على انستا و a lot of very nice people sent me 5 pictures of their cars each. I had like more than 150 pictures in like 2 hours. So I had to go through them. I chose like 10 so we can comment on. Are you ready? So our
ready.
first submission is from
Ooh.
Adnan sent us his beautiful looking Giulia Quadrifoglio. I reviewed this car.
Without
Oh,
me.
Oh,
I was so pissed.
You were in there. كتير
I was
بحبها
so
السيارة.
pissed.
I love the way it sounds. I love the way
love
it looks. And I feel like this is the only car that beats the F80 M3 بالنسبة لي.
You know what made me fall in love with the car?
Yeah?
It's a movie, it's Six Underground.
Okay.
Where like in the starting sequence, there's a lime green, like كتير مفرقع لونه, drifting around Italy. Wow.
ما فيك like you can't but respect this car and I feel like هيدي السيارة along with the Stelvio Quadrifoglio it عيشت رجعت لألفا روميو. So I have a lot of respect for this car and shout out to Adnan. Very nice guy, super chill. So I love this car. I'm gonna rate it, I think it's a solid A. A tier, right?
Definitely.
Okay, that's an A. Next one is a Golf 4 GTI, but with a VR6. This is from Anthony Jaha. Anthony says, here's my 2003 VW Golf Mark 4 GTI VR6, catback exhaust, K&N air filter.
مش غلط.
And he's got a 6-speed manual gearbox.
Oh.
So,
okay.
and I think, like, listen, when you see it on the road, you're going to be like, okay, what is this piece of shit? It looks
Exactly.
like a shit box. Best.
It doesn't look like a ship. Like it looks well maintained.
It looks it's very clean car.
It doesn't look like there's rust on it, at least in the pictures.
The
you
engine
sent.
bay, bro, looks so clean.
It's a VR6, which is arguably one of the best engines made by at the time.
Yep. And funny enough, للناس ما بتعرف شنو VR6. A VR6 is an engine that combines a V layout with an inline layout. So the degrees بين ال V is 15 degrees. So it's basically an inline, but it's not. It's like an actual V. They share the same, what do we call it? Cylinder head, which is what the car has. And I think at the time it was pushing 200 horsepower.
Did you know no, VR6 is the same size as an inline 4?
No way.
Yeah.
Where do we put Anthony's Golf 4?
Like I think we should put it in C tier.
C tier,
And
yeah.
It's nothing too flashy, but
Yeah.
it's also like not a trash car.
Like car enthusiast, I'd respect this car.
Yeah,
صراحة.
like
respect
respect.
to you.
What the fuck is that?
This is a Renault Laguna. James بعت لي إياها قال لي غدي roast my car, feel free.
Oh, don't worry, we're gonna roast the shit out of your car.
أول شيء your car looks ass.
I'm glad there's not many of them. And it looks hideous.
He said أول شيء ABS is dead. $800 to fix an ABS on this piece of shit? That's a lot of money.
You totaled the car by ruining the ABS.
He said it's like driving an F1 car.
Yeah, no
That's like a
ABS.
good thing.
My Miata didn't have an ABS. I almost died in the rain. It was amazing.
التابلو شجرة ميلاد كله ناطر كريسماس وأنا عم عيشه 24/7. This is very funny, bro.
I love the description.
فرونت ويل درايف بيقول لي رفيقي روح بالعرض على الكوع بقول له منعبي بالحيط لأن ما بتروح غير جالس.
You're not going sideways, but if you really wanted to, you could. I'm not going to teach you how because you might crash and die.
Okay, handbrake?
You can handbrake or you can lift off oversteer.
Yeah.
Which is very scary and you need to go very fast for it.
I don't think your car can handle it. بحس حتفرط على أول كوع.
Maybe بتفرط قبل ما you get to the speeds to...
قال فريم الإيد كهرباء وصرنا مظبطينه مليون مرة وبعده بيسطل وما بيعلى غير ما أطفي السيارة. Okay, that's even worse.
So you can't even... يعني بدك تطفي السيارة كرمال... Oh my God.
Overheating every now and then.
Amazing.
When Laguna sees paycheck, Laguna starts to be handicapped. Okay.
All cars have that problem.
Okay, 180 horsepower. Feels like 20. body's very low on power. في 5 12 فولت باور اوتلز بالسياره بس كلهم منزوعين الا اللي بالصندوق لانه بتعرف لي ما رح اقدر شرج اذا بالصندوق برو فكر فيها انه 5 12 فولت باور اوتلتس why? That's
So
like
everyone
such
charges.
a French thing to do.
Yeah.
بعد في كتير بس I got tired و I have to go home. إن شاء الله أوصل bro. That's the funniest shit bro. Okay James صراحة your car is if you made us laugh but no I'll rate it as a D. Do you have lower than D?
Do you want F tier?
Can we put like T for trash?
D for trash.
Okay, this is like
Your car is a piece of trash.
okay, it's a trash. T for
Respectfully trash.
Next car. Ooh, this is a good one.
Is that an
Supra Mark
GR?
5. Yes,
So
bro.
it's the newer ones.
This is Rinad Raidan. He has a beautiful looking Mark 5 Supra in Dubai. He's a big fan and he told me that he has done to it lowering springs, an agile front lip. The engine is stock for now, given the warranty. It has only 5,000 kilometers on the clock. I'm planning to unlock the ECU next year and I'm really excited about taking it to the next level. What do you think of this car?
S tier.
S. Okay, I would say S too. Sarah, it looks
tier.
really nice, very clean. I love the matte. Love the front splitter, what's going on, and then
Oh, I think they're carbon fenders.
I think so.
Amazing.
The fog light, it looks really nice من ورا.
Front
صراحة.
brake light. Yeah, fog light, whatever.
Yeah. صراحة S tier. Rinad, big thumbs up, bro. I love
Big
it.
thumbs up. As you want to change anything, feel Street Hunter wing يلي بيحطوه ورا.
Oh yeah.
It might look better. Personal opinion.
Why not? That's a good recommendation.
But still, I really like it.
Yeah. Next car.
Ooh.
Ooh. This is flat only or flashed only or flashed, whatever you want
Flash
to call
Tony.
it.
Ah,
This
hey,
is-
it's the guy with the GT3.
Yes, this guy is a very nice guy and he owns a beautiful looking 964 with Epita seats inside. I love the tan. I love
the spec.
It's a gorgeous spec.
I love the leather color بالinterior.
Yeah.
I love the green. I love everything about it.
Yeah. S tier. For
S tier.
sure. Good job, man. This car is owned by Marchi. And how do I know Marchi? Because he's been fucking my DMs. Review my car. Okay, buddy, listen. This is a very nice car. I love what you've done to it. I've driven so many S3s before, like the old, new generation, and I've loved every single one of my experiences with it.
It's an S3.
Yeah.
بس مش ال RS3 بيكون مكتوب عليهم 4 تحت.
My buddy raced the shit out of
So
this car.
Buddy made his S3 look like an RS3 because
Yeah.
he's broke.
Steering wheel is interesting.
Carbon?
Yeah. This is
I
cool. It's fat.
That's nice.
And do you like the wheels? I think he says these are fake BBS
Can you even
rims.
see the wheels?
He said he can't afford real ones.
Yeah,
So
like reps are fine, and I have reps on my car, and I hate them. But
Okay.
you gotta do what you gotta
He
do.
said he's done a stage 2 tune to it, so it has 400 horsepower.
So downpipe, probably.
Yeah, carbon everywhere except the side skirts and the hood.
Yeah, no, I'd rather not have tinted headlights.
Had the car for a year-ish, and I want you to review it. See, I told you, he even wrote it here. I want you to review it. Marchi, listen, buddy. This is the closest thing I'm gonna get to your car, okay? Amazing. Next, what is this?
That you should drive it.
Okay, you know
Marchi,
what?
I'm with you on that one. You should drive it.
C is a good rating.
شوطينا الجولف.
A C.
You're gonna put this next to a golf. Like, no offense to the golf guy, but so you're gonna put this next to a golf.
Okay, how much you want to fucking give Marchi?
B.
Okay, B, Marchi.
B Marchi.
Enjoy it, bro.
You probably have an oil leak لأنه it's an EA888. You probably burn like 7 liters of oil in 20 seconds, but no, great car.
Next one. Ooh. You know what this is?
This is a nice car.
This is an E30 316i.
Oh,
I love what he's done to the headlights when قدام هول
I
crosses.
really like those. Yeah.
Yeah, amber lights كمان. The rims look really nice. I think he has spacers دخلك will kind of like change the camber a bit.
It looks like over fenders or something. Ma, I can't really see that
I
well.
think the exhaust tip looks like a tiny wiener going out the back.
Yeah, it looks like you need a different exhaust.
He said 4-cylinder, 116, producing 100 horsepower. Rear-wheel drive, open diff. This one
Open
is a
diff?
phase 2 from 1990 Shadowline, so no chromes and has a lowering spring and sport suspension. There we go. Reinforced silent blocks, 15 by 9-inch wheels, and full stock.
15 by 9. Those are huge.
Yeah, and fully stock. Otherwise, great daily with unbreakable M40 B16. That's an old ass engine. Salaha, respect to you. Respect to this car. I wouldn't really like to daily drive this car, but
Like the M40 is a tank. It's a really nice engine.
Yeah.
It doesn't make power at all. But you can run it without oil. It wouldn't mind.
yeah,
You can put يعني فيك تحط فيه يمكن مزوت and it'll just run fine.
most likely. We're giving it a C.
I guess a C.
A C tier. All right, enjoy it. This is from Ghadi Metta. Shout out to Smiye. This is a standard looking A5 4-door. I think it looks very nice. It's such a classy car.
Very nice, very clean.
It's not shouty.
Tinted windows.
Exactly. I love the black paint coming out with the rims. The rims look really nice.
I guess كان عامل فيه عرس.
It looks like he got married.
He got.
But so he's steam bride apparently, so he did not get married.
Oh,
Okay, congratulations. Why were we not invited to the wedding?
yeah, I don't know. I think they should be 6 or 8 or something.
No, I think it's a 4-pot front wheel drive biased.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
C tier. Ah, you ruined it, man.
Okay, next. Okay.
Okay.
This is a riced out Camaro by, I think his name is Ralph Plish. Okay, listen, buddy.
Sorry, Ralph.
One thing I have to say is like I hate Camaros, especially when people like tune the fuck out of them with lights.
I mean, at least it's not yellow. Bumblebee.
No disrespect to you, Ralph. You're probably a very nice guy, but
I don't like the lights.
I hate the
underglow.
lights.
I don't like it. Even though كنت أفكر حط underglow on my car, but no, just ignore that.
He has a custom exhaust, sport muffler, straight pipe, H pipe, straight pipe.
Wait, what? Virginia?
Okay, but he has done. I bet this car sounds like ass.
ثانية. Okay, how? First of all, it's a Camaro. V6 or V8?
أكيد it's a V6 bro. It looks like a V6.
مظبوط, it doesn't have the opening تبع الأساس.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is a V6.
It's أكيد a V6.
Oh god, so it sounds horrible. 850 Newton meters of torque. Rate it or roast it. Do whatever you want.
Okay, I'm
Trust
gonna
me, we're roasting this
We're roasting the
shit
shit out of
it.
it. Your car is ass, buddy. Listen.
I hate the lights.
Yeah,
I hate the lines.
I hate everything about it. That's a T for trash. Next car. Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
This is, I think, Samir drives a beautiful looking 992 Turbo S Coupe.
That is a beautiful car.
That is an S fucking tier.
That's a S fucking tier.
Yeah, that is everything you have to say about this car. Remember when we drove the Turbo S Cabrio?
Wow.
We had a good time, didn't we?
It gave me a concussion.
Yeah. I remember.
Not from the shifts, from
Yeah.
just the acceleration,
Yeah.
from like 0 to the height.
Yeah.
When you launch control, I just went,
Yeah, literally. Bro, he daily drives it. He daily drives the Turbo S.
respect.
Respect to you,
Respect.
Samir. I honestly think that it's a beautiful car. S tier. Weirdly enough, somebody sent me very nice images of a Koenigsegg Jesko in chrome gold. And they were like, this is my slowest car. And then I can send you my Veneno Roadster. I think it's cap. So this is why I did not include in the slideshow. But if it were not cap, I think I'm disrespecting the guy.
Send proof.
Who was waiting for his car to be shown. Yeah, send proof and it's yours. Send us a selfie.
Put a spoon on your head.
Yeah. And then...
Put a spoon on your head, take a selfie next to
And
it.
then wear it
With the key.
Yeah.
In the driver's seat.
And then have a...
Upside down.
Cheers. Cheers to everybody. Wait for us for the next episode. Saha was good for the first try.
صراحة.
It was very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, good background.
First time on camera.
Yeah, Gabby's chilling behind the scenes. Shout out to Gabby. Yeah, Gabby's looking extra fresh today. I think, like, was it a good podcast?
Okay. Nah.
Okay, if Gabby likes it, it means it's ass.
Let's go, man.
Yeah.